YouTube, Shuken Shobi here with the review of the Kamen Gaim DX Hinawa Daidai DJ Jyuu. Otherwise known as the DJ Gun. Jyuu is gun. I'm going to say DJ Gun throughout the remainder of this review for personal reasons. So anywho, it's a very cool toy. The main weapon for Kamen Gaim Kachidoki Arms. You've got the Jyuu mode, the gun mode, and the Taiken Mode, or Taiken Mode actually, which is a combination between the DJ gun and the Musou Saber. So hooray! So let's go ahead and take a look. And here it is, and it is really cool. Now this costs about 5,500 yen depending on where you pick it up. But regardless of the price, it is definitely worth it, especially if you have the Musou Saber. I really like this. So it's a very nice size. It's very reminiscent of a shotgun. Hinawa is like Matchlock. So it's very cool. It's got a lot of heft to it. And it fits comfortably in the hand, at least my hands. If you have larger hands, you might have to put your pinky down at the bottom for comfort. But regardless, it still feels nice in the hand. It's got a lot of heft to it. And it's just a great looking weapon overall. You got the lock space right here, the little turntable, the speed knob, trigger for the Taiken mode, and just overall very cool looking. I really dig it. On the back here, you've still got a pretty good amount of painted details, not a whole lot, but enough to get by. Says the name just like all of the other Gaim merchandise. So there we go. Very cool. It's got one typical firing sound. And it cycles through the green, yellow, and red LEDs. Both triggers do the exact same thing. So that's really it for the main firing. Now, of course, to activate the final attack, all you do is spin the DJ table over here, the good old turntable, and you are good to go. Now, there's 3 settings on this: low, medium, and high. Each one has a different firing sound. Low is a cannon-like sound. Medium is just like a normal shotgun sound. And high is like this rapid-fire machine gun sort of sound. And it's really cool. So we'll go ahead and start with the lowest setting first. And for the record, you do have to scratch this at least twice. Otherwise, you get this. So you gotta do it twice. And one more time for that medium sound since I was talking over it. And high. So there we go. Very cool. Now this dial feature will come in handy for the other method of attack with the Kachidoki Lock Seed. And since that about does it for the main DJ gun features, let's go ahead and bring in our Kachidoki Lock Seed. Make sure that's nice and plugged in. And of course you have a normal power attack too. Now, like I said, there is 3 different attacks for the Kachidoki attachment as well. And last but not least, And there you go. Now, if you do the DJ table while the Kachidoki is attached, that is all you get. You don't, you're not able to reactivate the sound or anything like that. And that is just a normal attack no matter what setting you are on. And of course, what toy wouldn't be complete without compatibility with other lock seeds? Even though it's obvious that they work, they actually do something completely different. And this might have some functionality with Kiwami in the future, I'm not entirely sure. But let's go ahead and check it out anyway. So if we take our Orenji, start with low. Flop to medium. And high. So it says Fruits Basket and does a whole little beat that's very much like the other beat, but a little bit different. I know Fruits Basket was a big thing with the Kiwami Lock Seed in the toy catalogs, so we'll see if these have any sort of connection with one another. In case anyone is curious, you can use the Energy Lock Seeds as well. If I can get it in. Medium. And high. So that's the same exact beat as the other normal lock seeds, but you got the nice little energy flare to it. So that about covers it for the gun mode. So let's go ahead and change it to the big sword mode. All you have to do is, let's pop out the Kachidoki for now. Hit that button right there and pry it out. It's not the easiest thing in the world to do, but hit the button right here, slide this entire portion out, and you got a little handle for the sword mode if you want to without the Musou Saber attached. I don't recommend swinging it around because it's just on this little connection right here and you will probably break it. If you want to pretend it's a knife without the Musou Saber attached, hold it by the grip right here and not this. But anywho, we'll go ahead and bring in our Musou Saber, and all this does is go right into the chamber of the gun and lock in right there. And now you have the Taiken Mode. Now as you can see, this popped out. This was inside when it was in the gun mode. Once the sword attaches, this will pop out to form a full blade for the sword mode. Now one thing worth noting is that the Musou Saber sounds will always be the Musou Saber sound, so even if you hold it by the Musou Saber, you're still not going to get the DJ gun noises. You have to press the trigger up here. So you get two different attack noises there. And the DJ turntable is off in this mode. It does nothing in this mode whatsoever. So you just have the sword sounds. However, of course, we have some Kachidoki action in here. As you can see, there's no speed difference here. Pull the trigger back here. And a normal attack. And there we go. So that about covers it for this thing. I really like the Taiken mode. The sword mode is really, really awesome. It's got the benefit of the Musou Saber's kind of small length on top of the DJ Gun's pretty impressive length. So together it actually makes quite an impressive sword weapon. It's not the longest I've ever seen. I think that still goes to the Mega Blade from Power Ranger Samurai. But it's pretty nice, if not really close. I'll have an exact measurement and then put it right down here. So overall, just really, really cool. So the DJ gun is absolutely terrific. Not only is the gun mode have a lot of heft to it and nice size and tons of playable attack sounds, it's got a combination with the Musou Saber for those of you that have both weapons. If you don't have the Musou Saber, I do recommend picking it up for this. However, the Taiken mode, the sword mode, doesn't have a whole lot of playability going for it. So if it's not that big of a deal to you, I wouldn't rush out to buy the Musou Saber or anything like that. But even without the Musou Saber, the gun mode on its own is terrific. I love the beats it plays. I love the concept of the knob changing the speed of the beat and having that be different attack sounds. I think that's a great implementation of the whole DJ gimmick that Kachidoki has going for him into the weapon itself. And I really, really dig that. Like I said, if you do have the Musou Saber, this is a great pickup to give your Musou Saber a little bit more playability. It is a little bit unfortunate that the Musou Saber can't house a lock when this is attached. So you can't do like a dual lock attack or anything like that. But regardless, it's still a really cool combination that feels really comfortable in the hand. So for the price, I would definitely recommend it. If you can find it cheaper than the retail price, by all means pick it up. It's a great gimmick attached to it, and I don't think you'll be disappointed. Thanks for watching, take care, and have a great one. Bye.